Okay, good morning. I hope that everyone is awake already. Yeah, and I want just to start to call all people from the other room. Come and listen to us. We are showing breasts. Come. Okay, let's start with the video. It's better first to see and then to talk. So we are like that. We are showing our breasts. We are protesting, but by the way, I should say, maybe you saw a lot of violence in this video, but we are peaceful protesters. But you see the reaction of our enemies, and so let's discuss why, how we do it, and for what. We started in 2008. In Ukraine, in the country where feminism never existed before in any form. And we knew some things, we knew just basic knowledges about feminism, but we didn't have practical example. We didn't know how we can start our fight. And that's why maybe now we say that it is kind of pop feminism, it is new feminism, it is new blood, new face, and we are too different from classical one because, as I said, we didn't have any practical example, and that's why we created our feminism in that way that we wanted to be involved in. And we see that today feminism should be really provocative because classical feminism, I'm sorry, maybe there are some groups who represent classical feminism, but it doesn't work anymore. Because it's stuck in the conference halls, it's in the books, but it's not outside, it's not popular. And that's why we saw that we need to give something, we need to provocate people, we need to irritate them. Because no one is ready to talk to women, no one is ready to listen to them, no one is ready to discuss our problems, but everyone wants to look at them. And that's why we transformed our naked body to political instrument, to special instrument of women's fight. And we know exactly our enemies. We started our war against patriarchy, and our enemies are sex industry, dictatorship, and church, religion in general. We are acting already 4 years, and you know, it was like we started from big demonstrations, classical one, wearing pink clothes, pink flags and balloons. But during 2 years we used this practice, but no one reacted us. Yeah, without boobs, only balloons. No balloons, only boobs. No, only boobs. Yes, and it was like evolution from women's march to sex attacks. And we understood that only attacking, only this kind of peaceful terrorism that I say is the way for women to get attention to their problem. So we want to describe why we use our naked body, how it works, and now Sasha, she's a professional about boobs, so she'll explain you why.
Okay, hi to everybody, and I want to say that you are the fighters the same as we are, and you know that we are always thinking about our fight, and we are always asking ourselves a lot of questions. And we have, for example, the main question for our organization is how to be listened. How can we be listened? Because you already said that women, that people don't want to listen to women. So we need to find the way how to be listened. We need to find the way how to reach people, persons who are responsible for patriarchal regime. And we need to show that, we need to highlight that we are women, that we are women's movement. And we were asking ourselves these questions to create and to build our own ideology, our own tactic, our own strategy. So when we were asking these questions, we didn't want to just to talk and to find some idea. We always had one rule, that we have to that practice is an indicator of our ideas, and we have to check each our idea by practice. So that's why during 4 years we were not sitting at one room and talking between girls. We started our fight from actions, and during these actions we have really evolution from one kind of feminism to other kind of feminism. And at the end, finally, I can say that now we can say that we already create and build our own strategy, our own ideology. The name is sextremism, peaceful terrorism. This is the mix of policy, of sex, of public provocations against our enemies. And we were thinking a lot about our methods, about the ways how we can act. And we understood that we don't want to be as classical feminists, we don't want to have this man in the center of our organization, in the center of our ideology, and we want to stay like we are. We want to be women. We don't want to deny our nature. We want to show that we are women, we want to highlight it. So that's why we are naked. This is the first reason. That's why we are topless, because we want to show to the world that this is the opinion of women. And this is the first. And the second, we understood that we don't need to find some new weapon from outside to fight against patriarchy. We need to, this weapon have to be born from inside, have to be born from patriarchal regime. So we were thinking a lot, and we understood that our sexuality, this is our problem. In 21st century, this is the problem for women, because of our sexuality, we are controlled by men. In Arabian countries, men are controlling women and using them for their own ideas, for their own goals, by hiding them, hiding their bodies. In our part of world, in European part of world, men are using women by taking off their clothes for their own reasons, for their own goals, not for women's goals. So we understood that our body is really a huge weapon, and men understood it before us, and this is the shame on us because we are stupid and we are understood it only now. So we decided to turn our body, to turn our sexuality from something which is trying to ruin us to something which can help us to reach our goals. So this is the second reason. And so we understood that we have to take back our sexuality, and our sexuality should be controlled by us. And we understood that men are not afraid of women boobs, of course. If if our boobs are in their bed or in the places that they said that it should be here, it should be on my publicity, it should be for my business, it should be for my satisfaction. But if they see women's naked body, if they see aggressive naked woman in the place that they thought that this is their own territory, in the public places, in places where they are owners of the world, they are shocked. They are really they are not ready to see that. They are not ready to look at that woman as a partner. Of course, they are shocked, and we have to shock people, because you know you're activists, and of course you know how it is hard to attract the attention of people. Not only attract the attention of people from state or people from government, how to attraction just activists, just people around you, because we are living in really crazy world, in terrible world, and people just want to ignore the situation that are around them, because for just their own safety, they want to ignore it. But we have to. Our task is to wake them up, is to open their eyes. So we have to shock them, and we have to act in really aggressive, non-violent but aggressive way. So that's why we have this kind of terrorism, peaceful terrorism, and of course, you know that. Each action should have the reaction from the state, from people, and our actions are the tests of democracy. You saw already the reaction of, for example, Ukrainian, and you saw here the Belarusian policemen, and you can understand, you can really check the democracy in the country because of our protests. If we are free after protests, if we are not arrested, if we are not kidnapped after that or before, if we are not in jail, so the democracy is in that country. If we have such reaction that I said, of course you can understand that something is going on, something wrong is going on in their countries. So we are the test of democracy. We are peaceful terrorists, and our boobs are our bombs. I'm not sure that she's really peaceful sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, but let's talk more about how it works in practice, because to take off our t-shirt, it's not our strategy yet. It is not protest yet. It is not fight yet. It is, let's say, uniform for the protest. It is something that catch your first attention. Of course, you're not scared when you see naked women, of course. But when you see naked body that is moving straight to you, you don't know what she is going to do. And this is what we're using. Our protest, our strategy is action of naked body. Straight, we are walking to our enemies. We never do protest outside. We never do protest somewhere like far from our enemies. We know that the best way to make them, maybe not scared, but to irritate them, is to come face to face, naked, and say what we want to say in front of a lot of cameras. This is what we do, and now I'm going to take off my t-shirt. I don't know how to deal with microphone. Maybe Sasha can help me. Yeah, I can. We always help each other. Yeah, and okay, thank you. Yes, so now I took off my t-shirt. Nothing happened, right? Yeah, I'm naked, but no one is scared of me. And let's say, I don't know, that guy, he's my enemy, and I'm going straight to him. It doesn't matter how I need to go. I don't care, because I know that I want him to understand
what I'm again. And now he cannot ignore my message.
No.
That's for sure. You agree?
I agree.
Thank you. This is how we work. Of course, now it looks like a fun, but really sometimes our enemies are not so nice as that, guys, because often we are attacked by KGB, by police. We have been kidnapped a lot of the time. And yeah, now I will dress up because sometimes I feel shy, honestly. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's true. She feels shy every time before the action. This is the problem.
Yeah, it has been the problem for all movement, 2 years. Yes, so this is how we work. This is how we see face of again new feminism, because feminism should really be provocative. And when we show our body, this is the exact message from women, because no one can say that it's just activism. It's a women's activism. And it's so important today when women's activism is not really popular. For example, in Western Europe, it doesn't exist. It's something, it's taboo. It's not interesting for women, of course for men too. And it's not popular. And that's why we want to attract women and to make scared men, to make scared patriarchy. And we are really different from classical feminists because they use that way, they choose that way. I would say, maybe again I will be not really nice, but I would say primitive way to reach equality, transforming yourself as a man, living in the lifestyle of man, let's say like that. Taking appearance of man to yourself to reach equality. But this is the fact that shows that in this feminism, cult is man. But I think it's not really logic, because we are fighting for women's freedom, for women's rights, and our God is woman. Our cult is woman. And when you take off your t-shirt, we have something really different here. Maybe not we are, because we have not really good size. And sometimes they cannot understand who is protesting, men or women. But, this is something when you're showing your body, when you're showing your breasts, you say that this is exactly women's protest. This is exactly that there are no any doubt that finally women are ready to scream, women are ready to go out, to undress and win patriarchy, fight patriarchy. This is our strategy. This is who we are. This is how we are working. And, we are not really good on the stage. We don't feel really comfortable because you saw that we believe that feminism and our ideology and our strategy should be in the street. We believe in feminism in action. We already took it out from conference halls, from writing, sometimes for new generation, boring article and books. So we believe in women's revolution and women's action, and maybe sometimes we look like, I don't know, young maximalist, if you have this word in English, but it works for us personally, because if you would ask what are exact results, I know for sure that every time when we are protesting, when we have this small war, small revolution, sometimes it takes 15 seconds, sometimes it takes 5 minutes, 15 minutes. I know exact results. When there are other girls, 10, 5, 15, even 2, are taking off their t-shirts with me, I know that they exactly will never be prostitutes, will never be used as a sex object, will never let men use them as a slave, as a slut, and things like that. And there are our own results. We created illness for women, and we all are a little bit sick with our own ideology, our own strategy. And I don't know, at the end I should say, maybe I see a lot of women here. Let's take off our t-shirts and fight again. We need it. Thank you.
maybe please stay for 1 second if you are willing to, if there are questions, and there are obviously. So there is also a mic for the audience, I think. So you can put questions.
Shall I undress first? In order
No, you can speak. You're a man. We don't care.
Okay. When you put down the cross erected in memory of political prisoners and victims of Stalinist regime, what was your message? And how does... Well, okay, that was it.
Okay. Yes, so first of all, the question is wrong, because the cross that was cross for the memory of victims of political regime Stalinism is 20 minutes far from that cross that I cut. But even if I would love to cut that cross, I would never do it with a chainsaw, because it's not from the wood, it's from stone, yeah, we say like that. So it was sharing information about that Femen cutting the cross that is that was put for the memory of Stalin's regime, was shared by the main Russian TV channel, and so it's wrong information. So the question is wrong. If you want to understand what was the reason for that protest, I already said that our enemy is religion, and we deny any religion, because this is the exact picture of man's domination. This is the exact picture of reality when this is the exact picture of patriarchy, and religion with its anti-women's politic that it had and have all the time is our own enemy. We believe that the one religion should be, that is atheism. Religion is the problem of all culture war. I got English. Yes, and that's why we are already set. Like 1 year ago, we started to explain our, to show our anti-religious line, and that protest was just one of them.
And so it was a different protest?
Yes, it was a different. I don't know. I can invite you to Kiev. We can go together, and I will show you that one. Okay.
There's another question here.
Yeah, actually, so many questions, but the first question that came to me: you don't attack family and capitalism, or you do attack the effect? You said you attack religion, patriarchy, and
dictatorship.
What? Dictatorship. But you don't attack capitalism and family as such. Family, like nuclear family structure.
The capitalism is the one part of dictatorship, because you cannot find really only in this is a kind of dictatorship, because oligarchs is the persons who are supporting dictatorship, and even dictatorship is covered by democratical things. This is dictatorship anyway. So we are fighting against capitalism, of course, because like we are anarchists and communists in some way. So because feminism is not connected to capitalism and it's not connected to religious, it is the words. This is the things, ideologies that is separated. So that are separated. So this is we are feminists. Feminists, sorry. So that's why your question is like, we are feminists. We cannot be for capitalism. We cannot be for religion. We cannot be for something that is that is against human rights.
Maybe
so each problem, you saw that we have done a lot of action, and for different reasons, for different topics. And sometimes people asking us that maybe you're crazy, you're not feminist. You should find only your line, like prostitution or motherhood, and that's all. You're feminist.
They say like it's special women's question, that there are special
that's your
women's
question. That's your sphere. You
question.
should be there. This is the kind of discrimination, because we are women and we are just normal people. We can be everywhere. We can talk about capitalism. We can talk about sexual rape and sexual abuse. We can talk about everything. So our women's opinion should be everywhere in each topic.
Yeah, this is like one of the goal for us to make spam of women's opinion, of women's voice, to show that we are everywhere, because again and again, this ideology is not popular anymore. And this is the question for us, that we need to take it out and to make it popular again.
One last question, and please a short answer, and please remember there is the continuity room, so you can go there and to talk, because I know there are many people wanting to ask questions, and I think it would be wise to go then. So last question, short answer.
It's also maybe an easy question to answer. Do you consider also your everyday appearance as a weapon? Because taking off your shirt in an action is one thing, but also how you present yourself in general, is that also part of the identity of feminism?
We don't see any difference between protest and everyday life, because like it's a life
24
choice.
hours as this project, 24 hours. We are femen, we are fighters.
It's a life choice, and we are more activists than girls now.
But do you think that your appearance is a big part of that? Because I think that blonde, beautiful women. I mean,
it's just like that. Yeah, but honestly, like I didn't say this, that Femen is a feminist for everyone, and we have a lot of different women with different appearance, not only blondes. And I think, like in the video you saw, we have our star, who is 120 kilos, Sasha Nemchinova, who was protesting on the protest in Minsk against Lukashenko. We were kidnapped after that. And so this is feminism for everyone, and women with any like different nationalities, color of skin, weight, size of breasts, I don't know, color of hair, can join us. But you know, we know exactly how to create provocative, bright picture, and that's why you always see, you know, we just know how to use it. But this is feminism for everyone. Everyone can join.
Thank you. That gives me hope that I can be part of this.
For sure. I was